Hey guys, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I do apologize for not being around for quite a while. I'm gonna make a video about that, probably either today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I did promise my friend that I would, take some video of my Sims that I made for some of my characters, especially so that he can draw them, or well, draw this one. This hot piece of ass right here. So yeah, this is Faelyn. He is married to Ed over here. They're actually married in the game. It takes them a really long time to get married in canon, but you know, I'm not about that life. So yeah, this is my villa. He's actually a he. I know he looks like a girl, but you know, that's life. I did make him with the new update of The Sims, which allows you to pick like their gender options instead of just saying, hey, this is a guy and this is a girl. He actually let me go into create a sim. It'll be easier to show you. Yes, I use a lot of cheats in this game. Particularly the testing cheats, and then this allows me to go into full create a sim mode versus like partial create a sim mode. And also I have the height slider, which you grab their feet and you drag and it makes them taller and shorter. He's a pretty short guy. This is his pajamas, by the way. I thought that it was super cute. Plus, it's more canonically what he wears to bed. He's not usually in lacy panties, but they were too adorable not to. You click on this. This is kind of what he wears in general. The only thing with this update of The Sims is the clothing that they wear. The tops give them kind of boobs, which he does not have. Technically he is intersex. He can get pregnant, but he's got like external male junk. But he's canonically pretty androgynous. His hair is a lot curlier than this. It just doesn't have that option in Sims, but look at that texture. Like, I am just super excited for The Sims 4, mostly just because of the hair texture. It's not like flat with different colorings and stuff to let you know like where the shading is. Like, you can see each little like bump. Well, not so much in this one, but you can see a lot of the cool like textures on it, and it's all like individual pieces going over the shoulders and like coming off out of the head. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is what his face looks like. This sim is actually like dead on what my headcanon for him looks like, at least facial wise. It's beautiful and I am so happy. Oh my god. He started out as a random sim and I kind of changed like a couple of little things, but I got it right pretty much from the get-go, and that's always really exciting. So yeah, this is what his face looks like. I guess I can tell you what Ed looks like too. Again, this isn't like his normal clothes. They had just woken up. I apologize. He's a pretty plain dude. I guess for the purposes of this video, he's not super important, but I mean, he's important to Faye, so there's that. Yeah, pretty much like this. I had Manders help me out with him a little bit because he's actually her character. We have a couple of characters that have, you can see, but they have relationships with each other and all kinds of stuff, just like we do. Like, I don't know. If we decided that if we ever broke up, we would have to like still maintain some form of relationship with each other just because of our characters. Like, we can't break them up just because we did. We treat them very much like our own children, so that's a thing. I guess his traits that I gave him, he is creative. That was his big aspiration thing. He's a professional musician. He plays guitar a lot, and he canonically is in a couple of different bands. One's with his best friend, another is with a couple of Amanda's characters, That one's actually one of his bands is a metal band that he covers. It's great. Or he leads. He's the singer and he plays guitar. One of the big thing with Vila, I know a lot of people don't really know what they are outside of like Fleur Delacour from Harry Potter. And there are a couple of different, I guess, mythologies on them. Like they're originally, I want to say Norse. I'll probably get that wrong, but I want to say they're Norse. And they're like a cross between a harpy and a siren, kind of. So they're super pretty. Typically, they're like fair skinned and haired and all that. And a lot of their power comes through like their vocals, and they have like what's called a lure, I think. It like basically just makes people go stupid. And then when they're like super angry or they're super weak, they turn into like this harpy kind of thing where they get wings and talons and they can shoot fire out of their hands. It's pretty cool. I think they're awesome. They're like my favorite kind of thing. I guess they're classified under fairy, but a lot of those kinds of things are. So that's what he is. Ed's a human. And also the way they got together was pretty stupid. See, Vila is actually mate for life. So they, in some mythologies, and I kind of cross-hash a lot of them into my own kind of headcanon for what they're like. They have predestined mates, I guess is what you could say. So they're like fated to be with this one person, or they could be with the first person that they kind of sleep with. So they can choose, I think, for themselves what they want to do, but they can only do it once, pretty much. Or not once, but they can only be with that one person forever. It's pretty weird. But it leads to a lot of drama and really crappy things, because for them it was kind of an accident. They didn't really mean to, and Ed wasn't really cool with the whole like, hey, we're together now kind of thing. He has a lot of commitment issues, and also Faye kind of springs the whole magic thing on him at once, and it was just kind of a shit show, and Faye almost died, and yeah. So that's kind of that. Anyway, so he's a professional musician here. And then he is self-assured. He's a pretty damn confident dude. He's creative, and then he's a music lover. He also is a vegetarian. That's not something that you can really do in Sims 4 that you could do in previous games, but that's life, I guess. Yep, so he's a vegetarian. He does yoga. I apologize, my dogs are being stupid in the background. He does yoga and stuff. He's not super big on like jobs, to be honest. Like he does a lot of panhandling when he's at home in between gigs and stuff, and I mean, he has like albums out. He goes on tours and everything, so he gets paid for that. And he gets paid for doing whatever he does, like music wise, generally speaking. But he'll go out and play in parks. And Ed actually owns a cafe, so he'll go there and sit up on tables and stuff, and he'll just play for a while and get money and draw customers in, and it kind of works out for both of them. But he's been doing that since before they were like really a thing. So yeah, that's that. I guess going through a couple of his outfits, and I mean, see, like on here you can still see boobs, and I'm like, okay, I'll show you this really quick too before I do that, after I figure out how. On here, right, you can select their gender, but then they're like physical forms. You can choose masculine or feminine. Obviously I chose feminine because that's just how he rolls. His clothing preference, he actually doesn't really have a clothing preference. He kind of goes by what he thinks is cute and what he doesn't think is cute, or what he thinks he looks good in. So if that's stuff for guys, then he'll wear it. If it's stuff for girls, he'll wear it. And I mean, technically he can do both, because magic and stuff, but, yeah. So that's that. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before. Okay, so this is like his everyday kind of whatever. And I guess a lot of these don't really matter. But this is the kind of stuff he'll wear to, like, well, if he had an office job, this is the kind of stuff he would wear. I kind of just chose something for this. He does tie his hair back whenever he does stuff like that, but this is the only kind of bun that they had available. So that's kind of... Actually, I think this might be a cheat, or a mod. I think I added that in later on, but I could be wrong. To wear to bed. He wears knee socks a lot to wear to bed. And then underwear and tank tops and hoodies if it's really cold. He just really doesn't like wearing pants if he doesn't have to. He feels kind of restricted that way, I think. Parties, pretty much just whatever. He wears a lot of cardigans, but they don't have a lot of the type that he would wear in here. So I didn't put him in one. But yeah, he wears those a lot. Swimming, and see, I chose something stupid. I don't know. I didn't put a lot of thought into this because he's not super big on swimming. He doesn't really get in water a whole lot. It makes him sleepy. So I guess see, like, okay, let me just show you here. This is gonna bother me for, like, the end of time, I think. So it looks right, like he has at least very small boobs. But on here, yeah, no. Like, he's flat-chested. He's got a dude chest. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, like, he's so fair. I feel like he would wear some kind of shirt on when he goes swimming and stuff. I feel like he'd burn pretty easy. So, that's that. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about him. He's just kind of very Slytherin, to be honest, I guess. He's, like, kind of not snarky, but he's very short with people occasionally. He's really pretty, and he knows it, and he knows how to take advantage of that. And yeah, that's kind of just him in a very quick nutshell. Hope you enjoyed this. If you are still watching, it's not terribly interesting to a lot of people, but, you know, it's what I like to do. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I might do this with a couple of other characters just because I feel like it, really. And I've also kind of been thinking about doing a couple of other things as far as, like, video game playing and stuff goes. So hopefully I get to do that soon. Hopefully I can actually start posting videos again soon. That would be great. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.